Hey guys, it's me, Vikkstar. Welcome to another episode of How to Minecraft. Been a little while since the last one. For that, I do apologize. Been busy with a lot of stuff going on. But what we're going to be doing this episode is putting together a little something that actually a lot of you were suggesting down in the comment section for our next tournament type thing down the line. So what we're going to need to begin, I've already realized we're actually short a load of stuff because it was actually used up in the pitfall prank me and Rob did a little while ago. So I'm gonna have to get on creating some redstone stuff. Nothing too complicated in terms of redstone. This is something you guys can recreate down the line. So what am I gonna need? I'm gonna need stone pressure plates. I'm actually gonna need a ton of tripwire hooks, which aren't the easiest thing. Oh, that's convenient. I've got loads of those. We need redstone lamps. We're gonna need way more of those. I could have sworn I have more redstone somewhere. Do I not? Is it in? Where have I put it? I definitely have some more. No? No? Okay, 46 it is. So right, we're going to make some repeaters. Don't even have redstone torches. I definitely think Rob nicked all my stuff. That's definitely what's happened here. We have some sticks. Let's get these going. Probably just make all of this. We need to go and mine some redstone. I think that's the first thing we're realizing here. I think that's the first realization of the day. That is not how you make the repeaters. It's like this. 10 should actually be enough. We'll need some of my dyed stuff as well, as it were. So, is it going to be clay? Is it going to be wool? It's going to be glass. Probably going to be wool. I don't know if I have much, though. I don't think I do actually have that much wool. So, you know, clay will actually work. Clay will work. So, let's get some red clay. Let's get some blue clay. Let's think this through for a moment. Let's think this through. We're going to need a bunch of different colours. Probably brighter colours. I've got all the glasses in bright colours, but not the clay. But actually, we have the stuff to make all of the good coloured dyes. Let's pull some orange straight in. Purple will do. This actually should give me enough colours for what I want to do. You guys will see, and the title will actually perhaps give away what we're doing. So there's no point me trying to make you guys second guess, but you'll see it all come together. Purple does not look that nice on clay. There we go. We learnt something today. We learnt many things today. We're actually probably gonna need maybe a bit more of each of these colours. I don't even know. You know. Perhaps I'm just going to bring through some of the dyeing stuff with me. Some of the dyeing stuff. That sounds a little sinister. We'll bring some of that through. And some of that. Okay, you know, I think that will do. Our inventory is a bit of a mess. We need to get some more redstone. I'm actually super surprised I don't have more. Did I? I guess I just didn't mine much. This is the fortune axe. Honestly, a tiny bit of redstone should be super easy down here in the mining area. This is lapis. I feel like I had loads of lapis now. And it was actually redstone that I was running low on. To be fair, you can have enough redstone. I wonder if Matt's redstone shop is set up. Probably not. Probably not set up. Yeah, that's dangerous redstone. Let's go into here. There's got to be somewhere around here somewhere. Or did I already mine it? I feel like I already ran through here when I was actually working on the pitfall trap with Rob. So I feel like we're actually not even gonna. I definitely came down here looking for redstone. This is not ideal. To be fair, I feel like if I strip mine, I would just stumble upon some diamonds. I don't know why. I feel like that kind of level of luck. Did I just go in a massive circle, or am I losing my mind? I don't even know. Redstone. Watch this. Wait for this. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Look at that. Easy stuff. Easy stuff. Like, how much do we get there? We got 50. We got 54 in like 4 ores. So how I can even have a trouble is beyond me. Look at that. Boom, there we go. We're redstoned up. That should be enough. I'm trying to think what we're actually going to need. Now we're in combat, so we can't even TP just yet, which is fantastic. May as well get some more redstone. That would be technically not incorrect, because I can get the double drops, but we're not about that efficiency. We're not about that level. Anyway, let me get all of this. Alright, we're not running out for a little while now. /home. We are also, what was it that I was going to need? I was going to craft something that I've totally forgotten what it was. Totally forgotten. Oh yeah, tripwire hooks, but we have the tripwire hooks. Oh yeah, some more redstone lamps. Glowstone, easily picked up through here. And we drop this here. Do we have enough there? Because to be fair, that's used a lot of my redstone now. 15. Let's just take the glowstone with us. I'm kind of making what could be a mistake in taking all this stuff with me. Just because my inventory is going to get full, and I'm not going to do the smart thing, which would be to put down a chest. In fact, I'm going to do it. I'm going to give myself inventory space wherever we decide to build this thing, whatever it shall be. We can lose the redstone torch. We don't actually need that for this build. Throw away the stone. Okay, this is all looking like relatively useful stuff. I want just a cool block. Some ice stuff. I'm just trying to think what we have a lot of that we could kind of do. I guess like a runway out of. You know, I think no, we definitely don't have enough clay to actually do a runway, so I'm gonna have to pick a block from here. What are we gonna go with? What looks like kind of a running track? To be fair, I think I'm just gonna go with jungle wood. Some jungle wood. That'll do the job. Okay. Let's go and begin work. So I need to find a nice big flat area. That's the first thing. Think up. So I mean, we've got a lot of cool stuff going down in this area. I'd love to put it in this area. Perhaps, I don't know. We could have. Nah, there's not enough space here. I don't want too much stuff crowded around my house. So an option is down there. That's crazy from above. Wait, what's that about? Is that? Oh, that's from the base jumping challenge when Pete built up again. He built up from there. I'm just trying to think in my head where there's some nice flat ground around here. I mean, we could perhaps set it up on here. I'm looking for some seriously flat ground, like trees. They're not going to cut it. There's no real plains unless I go to spawn and run out forward from spawn before the zombie attacks me. I could build it out here somewhere. It does, yeah, there's no need for it to be close to my home. I like bringing people down to the area. But actually, we've got plenty of cool space down here. I should definitely hit that up again sometime soon. Roll myself a new target and then take that on in the near future. I feel like we could make this space. I don't feel like I'm going to find enough flat space in the size that I'm looking for. So I might have to just kind of make do with an area like this. If I have the runway strip going down there. Target area doesn't actually have to technically be flat. So let's go for this. Let's carve this all down. So how does this whole thing work? Well, it's going to go a little something like this. There's going to be a start point here. And we're going straight onto stone, which is probably quite good. So we want to have a runway that runs to probably the end, like here. We could even have it go beyond there. No, we can. Here's the chest that's going to come in. It's huge. Let's set this up just over here. Throw in a ton of stuff that isn't going to be used for a little while. I'm going to pull the jungle wood down. What are we going to make the kind of surrounding of the target area? I can always jump between home and here pretty easily as well. I'll get some stone slabs for that. In my head, this was supposed to be done really quickly, but it's probably going to take a while. No, me. So let's do something a little bit funky here, just because we can. We'll alternate jungle wood with oak wood, because I noticed I do have a fair bit of oak wood. Maybe even I think those would work nicely. So there we go. That's gonna run to here. Then we're gonna have the kind of section here. Let's slash home. I'm gonna waste so much money on these homes and backs, but it's all good. There we go. That's gonna be over a stack slash back. Let's fill this in. I'm pretty much done with the wood once this is all done. I could even probably have something running down the edges of this, just to frame it a little more. We can always customize this down the line. Why is there sandstone there? That's really bizarre. You know, I'm going to investigate. Why is there sandstone here? Because sandstone is probably one of the best things to mine in the game for XP. Look how fast it is. There's just random sandstone. Darude sandstone. Very, very strange. Very, very, very strange. What is the meaning of this? It's like a mystery. Is there anything down here? Why is there so much of this? I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, if anyone wanders down here, they'll be like, what on earth is all this about? Let's jump back up and out of here. Here we go. Patch that up. There we go. Okay, so you go running along here. So, we're also going to need another one of those. So we pressure plate up. 1, 2, 3. Like so. Then down here, there is going to be a jump section, which is going to be pretty wide. It's going to be beyond this. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's going to be 5, and it's going to run around like this. How it's going to be, yeah, like this, I think. We're also going to need some lily pads for this. There we go. Okay, so this is the, I don't know what you want to call this section. It's the something section. So what we're going to do to denote to this, actually sandstone's not going to work down there. We could just, actually we could keep the pattern going in there. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, couldn't tell you why I counted that. Is that how this would be? I don't think anyone's even that bothered at this point. Okay, so this is going to be our vaulting section. Should it be one wider than that? Perhaps, yeah, that gives people more options. More options in terms of how they load this thing up. So, we're going to make it one wider. It's a work in progress, like everything I ever do is. And there we go, that looks good. Could be extra sneaky and just put one in the top there. We may as well continue the whole way. Pull this back down. We can actually stack these back together at the end. So this will start to make slightly more sense soon, or a lot of you have probably already worked out how it's going to be. Throughout this and this, we don't need those. Okay, now next up we're going to need more water buckets. And yeah, that's about all we're going to need. So we're going to have, let's go /home. Do I have some in random stuff? I do, perfect. I love being so prepared for everything these days. So just to get the infinite water source, I'm going to place that there, then pull that to there, and that to there. Then place a block there, even though it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we've got this flowing. Should be flowing to the middle. Why is it not? Is that right? There we go, perfect. Okay, to the midpoint. Now we need to charge up all of these 5 blocks here with redstone leading from here. So this is where we have to go underground a little bit. Agent Vic going underground. Whatever that's supposed to mean, I don't even know. So we want we'll probably carry this underground like this. Oh, I've made myself a mess down below, which is just, it's just ideal, to be honest. Let's, 1, 2, nope, that's not where I wanted that. My hotbar's a massive mess. Hopefully we have enough redstone to get this done. Why I have all my axes and stuff in here is probably a mistake. Okay, so this is going to run to here. And then just straight along through the floor. Actually, digging through the sandstone makes life a little bit easier. Gonna run some redstone along to here. See where we're surfacing. I can hear the water. That's almost perfect, just as a kind of a little. We'll leave this open for now because we're gonna have to work on it a little bit. Okay, so redstone can run all the way down here. Then I'm not sure where we're going to need to repeat it. Probably here. And then this is going to continue this way. It's going to get to the wooden blocks, which should be just above here. That's underneath one of the wooden blocks, is it? Yeah, wait, hold up. It needs to, yeah, needs to feed into all of those but the end ones. So, from this one onwards. Which isn't the most difficult thing to do. So that's the end one there. I actually need all this space here, so I may as well just carve this out a bit more. Again, we've got the tools to get this done. Up to here. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those will need power, which will stem from here. And that needs to go up to there. And that's relatively easy to do. Then we'll probably have it continue underneath there, which isn't easy to do either. And we need the same thing on the other side. This is going to ignite all the TNT. For some reason I'm being super mysterious about this. 1, 2. So it needs to Ah, that's a slight little issue. Forgot that this wasn't going to be underground here. Okay, so again, it's the 5 middle ones. Starts here. No one's going to be able to see any of this. But is that really happened? Has that really happened? Right, let's see if we can save the day on the spot here. So there's sticks. There's redstone torches. Use/craft. Put the stone on the bottom. And there we go, 1 repeater. The 1 repeater we needed. So then this all actually needs to be on the surface. I don't know if I'm going to need another repeater under here somewhere. Possibly. I think I'm actually going to be okay with that. So then run up to here. So the idea is, you know what I can do to test temporarily, I can leave a redstone torch there. So if I run over to here, that lights up at the back as well, so that makes it around to the other side, so that's good. Okay, so the idea is that a load of TNT goes in there. What we can do here is we can just seal this up like so. And we can even replace some of this dirt and have it curve round. So there we go. So the idea is that you go running along, and when you go for those pressure plates, you ignite some TNT down here. You run, you get to here, you jump, you time it as the TNT explodes, which projects you down this way to where somewhere around here, I'll have to gauge the distance, there will be a target zone with different scoring regions, and that is how it's going to be. So I'm probably going to start wasting a lot of TNT right now, but this is, I guess, the fun bit. I've been looking forward to this. Hopefully I don't die. That would not be unfortunate. Yo, that looks super cool out that window. Just saying. Let's get a load of TNT. Let's just throw out stuff like this, like this. I'm going to end up picking that up not too long from now. I know that is going to happen for sure. Let's get the gunpowder out. And from this one, I've been saving this for episodes and episodes now. For a long time. How I ended up with bread? What's that about? Who knows? Okay, so again, I'm starting to regret everything that I've done with myself because I don't have inventory space. Dirt is going away. This wood can go away as well for now. Definitely going to need that in a few, but hey. Okay, so now sand. Here we go. We got tons of it from the desert. So let's get ourselves some TNT made. Is it like this? Is the question. It's just why we can't have nice things, to be honest, isn't it? At least this layout's going to work better now. Actually, this should work out perfectly. This is going to make a stack. No, it's not. I can't add numbers. There we go. How much do we get? 50. Okay, I think when I host a tournament of this, it's going to be like bring your own TNT. It's almost as good as like bring your own food, but it's like bring your own explosives. Who knows? Throw that in there for now. The leftovers. Okay, so slash back. Will take me over to here. So this is how it would be done. You can choose how much TNT you want in. So I'm gonna test with probably gonna go with it uses 8 TNT a go. That's some expensive consumption. Also, this witch is dying. I have nothing. You know, that's it. I'm going in. Ooh. Okay, so mobs are definitely going to get in the way of this running. So what I want to see is what is the kind of maximum distance I can travel while doing this, and then that kind of gauges where the end of the line will be. The end of the line. The end of the target zone. That's what I was trying to say. Look, this is, now, I'm using TNT, not creepers. I should probably farm up some creepers at some point. Guys, I'm trying to test my new thing. Okay, so here we go. Imagine you have a runner number 1. It's going to be stood back here. And it's me. Goes running in. Oh, I'm going to take so much falling damage, I just realised. And I totally misjumped. That is 8 wasted TNT. There's got to be a way. I might have to buy some TNT from Nooch. So you need to get the timing right. It's a game of timing and precision and accuracy. All very similar things. So, there we go. Got to judge it. Okay. In my head, this went a little better. This is kind of an embarrassment. If that guy blew everything up, I'd probably just turn off my computer. Okay. Let's try and time this a little better. Okay, maybe if I just land in it as it goes off. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Going in. I'm sure I'm supposed to go much further than I'm going right now. Like, seriously, much further. Now wait, oh my gosh, TNT is finite as well. Why is this not working? This is, what could it be? This is not ideal. Okay, here we go. Alright, this is gonna be, is it because I'm like blocking the damage somehow? I don't know. TNT is supposed to send people flying. Let's leave combat. I think I have, wait, unless I have a thing, part of my mining level means TNT sends me, I mean, like, I get less propulsion from TNT. Here we go. I'm just not, you're supposed to go flying into the sky. Okay, okay. So, I probably look like an idiot right now, and that's fine. But just to demonstrate, I literally did a whole single player test world right here. Mirrored it from the actual TNT Olympics. This is my test world. You can see, you can probably, like, if you look around, you can spot a lot of my builds from How to Minecraft. Hey, that looks familiar, doesn't it? You can probably spot a lot of my builds. This is where I go and test things. So here, I have the same thing set up. The same thing I just made. And, I need to put on some why am I typing in armor? Put on some diamond armor and I will show you that this works. Can you imagine if this one doesn't work now? Then I'll just feel like I'm going insane. So this is the same thing down here. It's a little different. But yeah, if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, is there any difference? I don't feel like there is. I don't feel like there is. Okay. What is supposed to happen is you're supposed to go running along here. That ignites. This is quite a long run up on mine. And there we go. That's what's supposed to happen. You go flying, and on mine I built the target area way too close. But depending on where you land, it's supposed to light up. So why is that same thing not happening on How to Minecraft is what I'm wondering. This is where I failed to jump once. Yeah, I died. I dead. Look, let me try it again. Let me try it again. See if it's maybe just a fluke on here. Because I test things. I test things. Maybe it's to do with the server ping on How to Minecraft or something, but this is what we're supposed to be going for. Here we go. No. Oh, he's ignited. No, you've ruined everything. Are you happy, zombie? Are you happy with the fact that you've killed me? Okay. I'm really concerned about that. That's what's supposed to happen. What could possibly be the difference here? What could be the difference? I'm going detective mode on here. This is the same thing. Is it something to do with my... It's either my armor, the server ping, or my MCMMO level. One of the three. And I don't really fancy doing it without armor. Okay, let's... How could it be the armor? It couldn't be. It couldn't be. Unless it's because I'm blocking it. You know, I can't die with the Void Walkers on. So I take off the stuff with block and dodge. I'm totally going to die here. This is going to be terrible. Well, YOLO, right? Okay. Well, I saved my life with Void Walker. But you just, for some reason, I'm just not getting the right projection forward. And I don't know why. This is a mystery. Oh my gosh, I've actually used all my TNT in testing this thing. I haven't even built the target area yet. This is my like final shot. You just don't go anywhere. Like, I timed that jump to perfection. Like, on TNT Olympics or on the testing, that would have sent me completely flying. I do not know what to do at this point. I'm a little bit stumped right there. I guess I'll be right back. Alright, so I've managed to borrow myself a stack of TNT. I also am going to do something a little bit funky right here. So it's either ping related or, I guess, armor related. Now, come to think of it, I don't want to just waste the diamonds making it. I know it's kind of cheap and I could easily afford that kind of thing. But what is actually probably smarter to do right here would be to just grab some rough diamond gear and take off the enchants. So those... I mean, I guess the enchants don't really matter, as long as it's not the enchants that do anything. So let's see what we have in terms of armor. There we go, take that. Probably some blast protection stuff would make sense, or would it? I don't know. I'll take those leggings. I'll take, like, if we got something relatively standard yet, like that. Let's leave that down there. And just a standard helmet. Protection 5. Now we don't want to break that. We'll take a feather falling helmet, sure. Okay. So yeah, this is our new gear for our new attempt right here. So I take off the good stuff. And I'm just going to throw it in here for now. Hopefully no one steals it while I'm out. Could you imagine? Could you imagine that? That would not be good. Okay, so we've got some enchanted diamond stuff. Now if we go /back. If we try this again, I don't even know. I don't even know. Should it launch me if I just stand on the edge? You know, let's test some TNT physics right here. Let's go back onto... In fact, the zombie just killed me in single player, didn't he? But let's go back onto here. And let's do some testing. So I've got to fly back over that way, which we can do very briefly. If I just stand on the edge, if I kind of do a comparison thing with the single player and the multiplayer. So, I get my stuff back from here, which is perfect. So let's say I was going to be right here, right now, with my diamond gear, game mode 0, load up the TNT. I'm going to test by running and standing just in that middle point there and seeing where I get moved to and what happens, and then we'll do a comparison. So here we go. Run down. It ignites. I'm going to get to the midpoint here, and I'm just going to stand. Okay, so if I actually drop in, that's going to send me flying. That wasn't exactly what I was trying to test there. I was trying to just get to the edge just. So that's not what we actually did right there. I actually need to reload this before I get creeper. Now is not the time. Now is not the time or the place. Doing some research here. It seems like just consistently on the single player world, I'm getting much better launches. I just don't want to waste the TNT in the other world. Look at this guy. Okay, so let's run down to here and wait here. See, look, I go absolutely flying. Even though I'm just stood at the edge when it detonates. I wasn't jumping. I wasn't moving towards it. Yeah, you want to join in? Do you want to join in too? No, I'm out. That's gonna kill me the next time I log into it. Probably won't kill me. It'll just annoy me. Okay, so right, the quest for TNT launching continues. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we get something similar. So yeah, none of this has dodge or anything MCMO. It's all vanilla stuff. We run along. We get to the middle. We stand here. I just don't fly as far. And I have no idea what's causing that, so I don't want to take off the armor because I will definitely die. I rolled. That was on the landing though. Slash mining. Mining. Page 4. Page 5. Page 6. Okay. The first, which increases blast radius, which decreases damage from TNT explosions. But does that decrease the propulsion? I'm not sure. I really don't know. You know, I'm going to leave this as a mystery I cannot solve on this project in progress right now. I guess it is up to all of you to try and let me know what you think is the cause of this and how to remedy it. I'll try out some own stuff in my own time. And I'll circle back in the next episode and let you know what we've worked out. A little bit of a failure, but you can see what I was going for at least because I did it in the single player, luckily. No luck in getting it set up right here, right now, but hopefully down the line we can work that out. So once again, thank you for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, leave a like, and let me know what you want to see in future episodes, all that good stuff. And I will see you all next time. Thanks, and goodbye.